So I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. The only Warbond you probably need, because there's a lot of them, if you're just starting, is this one, the Democratic Detonation Warbond. Okay, just because as you get higher in difficulty, the smaller enemies get replaced by larger enemies, and the quantity of enemies increases. Right, so you're gonna see less smaller enemies and a lot more big tankier enemies, hulks, chargers, things like that. So you're gonna need heavy armor, or excuse me, medium armor penetrating a lot more. The adjudicator does that. It's not the best, but what you're really here for is the thermite. So the thermite does it kind of dispatches hulks and chargers in one hit. You can destroy bug holes and fabricators without actually throwing them in the vents or in the holes. You can just, as long as they latch onto them, so they're kind of like a sticky grenade. They latch onto whatever they hit, and then they kind of dig deep into the armor and explode. So the thermite is kind of vital for every faction. These can also take out the meat bobs um, for the illuminate in one hit. So they're really powerful and really vital. Um, and the other kind of vital weapon primary I use is the eruptor. It is just a sniper rifle that shoots explosive shells. You can shoot through vents, bug holes, and things like that. It's really powerful, has heavy armor penetrating, so you can actually kill hulks from the front with this. Um, yeah, really good. You just need some distance. Um, Booster is uh, not really that important. Just the weapons here are kind of what makes this special. Crossbow is really good because it's exploding, but it's also one-handed, so you can use a shield on the other hand. Really good for build diversity. The other thing that is build diversity is pro build diversity is the grenade pistol. So if you're running a grenade pistol, it means that you don't have to use a traditional grenade to throw into vents and close bug holes. You can actually use this as your kind of your fabricator destroyer, and use another kind of grenade, gas or smoke or something like that if you want to go with a different kind of grenade. Really opens up kind of builds and build diversity with these. But this is the most vital Warbond, with the most vital pieces. Every one of them has like one item that's like absolutely necessary, but maybe not worth the entire Warbond for it. Um, that's kind of this is the only one where I felt like every single thing that you get in this is like almost vital. So the crossbow is really great. Um, the grenade pistol is amazing for uh, you know build diversity, and it also does a lot of damage to enemies if you want to use it like for enemies. It's straight up a grenade pistol, so it does a lot of damage. You might just need to arc your shot for distant enemies, but you'll get used to it with practice. The Eruptor is my favorite primary in the entire game. Nothing has come close to beating it, and I've been using this thing since it launched, and through all of its kind of tweaks that the devs made to it, now it's the best it's ever been. Um, if you want me to go through another kind of maybe pretty good warbond that you want to pay attention to, I would look at control group just for one item, and that is this guy. The warp pack is kind of amazing. It allows you to teleport short distances, do damage to enemies. You can also kind of teleport between walls, so to get a quick escape. Um, it's really good for items, weapons that need a lot of charge. Like if you're using a railgun, you can warp, charge, warp, and then shoot, and kind of get out of harm's way. The other one I would do is Borderland Justice. Primary weapons pretty cool. It can be bested by other primary weapons. The one that I really love though that this has is the hover pack. Really does a good job, just like the warp pack, to get you out of harm's way. And allows you to get. I use it to get it to a good vantage point. So I'm sniping and picking off enemies while my team is kind of rushing. Really great for evading fire and just getting the good angle on your enemies. So this Warbond is great for just this piece. But again, democratic detonation is your go-to. If you have, you know, money, or you just got enough super credits just for one Warbond, this is the one you want to get. Okay, so this is how great a thermite grenade is. You don't need to throw it into the vents. You can just throw it on the building itself. And it should blow up. And while we're here, I'll show you why the eruptor is so good. You just shoot the vent with the eruptor, you don't even need a grenade. And you don't even need to, like, aim at their bodies. You can just aim at the ground. Like that. It's kind of... Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun to use. And I just like sniping in general, so... And these giant fabricators that spawn ults, these are also really great for the eruptor to take out.
Spot outpost.
Sending down sentry.
There it is. Stuck. Basically, any huge unit for any of the factions can destroys in one hit. It's got a really long fuse, which is the only issue, but for the most part, it's basically like a support weapon.
I'm out.
Right? That you just carry as a grenade. So yeah, that's it.